Hi friends, welcome back to the classes on Indian society. So far we have discussed the aged population related topic. In the aged population we have seen who are called as aged population according to Indian National Pension Fund, and also we have seen various problems is associated with the old age population, like the financial problems, social problems, and health related problems, and how government has taken various initiatives to look into the problems of the aged population. So those population whose age are 60 plus years are known as senior citizens, as we have discussed in the last class, and those population whose age is 80 years, 80 plus years are known as super senior citizens. So and these people are more than 8.6 percentage of the total population of India today, and it is also estimated that by 2030 it will become 16%, and by 2050 it will become more than 20%. So definitely it is high time for the successive governments to make policies related to the aged population in a phased manner, and also it is advised to increase the retirement age of the retirement age in India in a phased manner, not like a sudden shift, but the retirement age should be increased in a phased manner because of the onset of various medical facilities. The life expectancy, the livability of the human population has increased in the world society, and also particularly in the Indian society, because we are medically a good destination for medical tourism also in India. So if you go back to the schemes, now we are going to discuss about the schemes related to the aged population. So far we have seen who are the aged population, the data related to the aged population. We have seen that the state with highest of the aged population is Uttar Pradesh, and we have seen in which states are more aging faster, like Punjab, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh. These states are aging more fasterly. So in that, what are the various schemes that are done by the government of India already for the aged population is our discussion point today. So first scheme, we are only going to look at the schemes today. The first scheme is inter integrated program, integrated program for older population, for older population, integrated program for older population, which is also known as IPOP, integrated program for older population. So this is one particular scheme that is looking at the older population welfare, the welfare of the older population, and this scheme is under the nodal ministry of Ministry of Social Justice, Social Justice and Empowerment, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. As you all know that the aged population, all the affairs, all the issues related to the aged population is taken care by the Ministry of Social Justice. So it is not Ministry of Home Affairs or Ministry of Finance. Which is the nodal ministry which is looking at the human trafficking? If you remember, it is Ministry of Home Affairs. So please always remember social issue, the particular section of the population, which is the nodal ministry which is taking care of that particular ministry. It is very important for us to remember. Okay. So nodal ministry for the aged population issues is the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So this program of integrated program for older population development, IPOP, is also related to Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So this scheme objective of the scheme is to improve the life quality, to improve quality of life of older population. So how they will improve the quality of life of older population? By providing shelter, food, medical facilities, and also the entertainment opportunities. So simply when a scheme is discussed in the class, please understand, we have to remember the scheme, the nodal ministry, objectives of the scheme, and in which areas that scheme is working, as simple as that. So this Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has started a scheme called Integrated Program for Older Population, IPOP. The objective of this scheme is to improve the quality of life of older population, not all the population, older population. So it provides shelter, food, medical facilities, and also entertainment opportunities for the older population. It is also important to take care of the older population in terms of entertainment, because they will get lot of disillusionment, as we have seen earlier also. Disillusionment is a state of mind wherein they will not be able to cope up with the real world. So disillusionment కాకుండా వాళ్ళని డిప్రెషన్ అవ్వకుండా, and not to make them feel anxiety, they will be provided with entertainment opportunities. Entertainment opportunities can be or playing games or watching some videos, movies, etc., and conducting various type of recreational activities among themselves. So these kind of activities are conducted for the older population under this scheme, specifically in the old age homes, and also they will be provided with shelter. So homes, state homes, old age homes, and this older population related shelters will be started with the under this scheme, and food and medical facilities are also provided under this scheme of IPOP, Integrated Program for Older Population, which is under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Second scheme is Rashtriya Vayoshree Yojana. Rashtriya Vayoshree Yojana. This is also under the Ministry of Social Justice. So schemes are asked in the exam every time. So please, we are having a separate session on the schemes of old age population. Very high chances of these questions asked on the schemes. So please remember, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment is the nodal ministry for this Rashtriya Vayoshree Yojana. This scheme is a central sector scheme. So what is the difference between a central sector scheme and a integrated scheme and a state scheme? In the central sector scheme, the fund is completely given by the central government. There are some schemes which are shared, the amount is shared by both the state government and the central government in a percentage wise, 50% by the state government, 50% by the central government, like that. So these are the state, integrated schemes, and there are state specific schemes wherein everything is shared by the state government. Wherein all the amount will be shared by the state government only. So if you look at this particular scheme, Rashtriya Vayoshree Yojana, it is under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and it is a central sector scheme. Social Justice and Empowerment, it is a central sector scheme funded by Social Welfare Senior Citizen Welfare Fund, and this scheme started in 2016. So this scheme started in 2016. It is, the nodal ministry is, as you have seen, the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. It is a central sector scheme and also funded by Senior Citizens Welfare Fund. So this Senior Citizen Welfare Fund nunchi వీళ్ళు తీసుకుంటారు మనీని. సో ఇట్ విల్ గివ్ aids, aids means the whatever is required, the aids, the articles required for the people of old age, aids and assistive living devices, aids and assisting living devices to the BPL category people, BPL category people who are suffering from age related disabilities, who are suffering from age related disabilities, like for example walking sticks, wheelchairs, and these articles are taken from an institution called Artificial Limbs Manufacturing Corporation of India, ALIMCO. So these are the technicalities of this particular scheme. If you look at the Rashtriya Vayosri Yojana, it is started in 2000. This is a very important scheme. So please understand the technicalities of this scheme properly. So this Rashtriya Vayosri Yojana, this scheme started in 2016 under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and it is a central sector scheme. As we all seen that central sector scheme is fully funded by the central government, and it is funded by the Senior Citizens Welfare Fund. So this central sector scheme takes that money from the Senior Citizens Welfare Fund completely, and also it will give the major objective of this scheme is to give the aids and assistive devices like hearing device, impairment devices, and the stretchers required and the wheelchairs required for the old age population. And if there are any people are suffering from locomotor disabilities, they will give whatever equipments required to them, and also they will give medical facilities like artificial limbs. If at all any old age population suffering from the legs which are not working, so these artificial limbs are attached to them. So this particular scheme is co-sponsored by Artificial Limbs Manufacturing Corporation of India, ALIMCO, very important. So this can be asked as a question also. Artificial Limbs Manufacturing Corporation of India. So this artificial limbs, they will make this artificial legs, which for the people who are not having, who are not able to walk and all. So this organization is under the central government. So this particular Artificial Limbs Manufacturing Corporation of India, ALIMCO, is one major stakeholder of this particular scheme. So this scheme will provide age related disabilities, the people who are suffering from age related disabilities, they will provide them the walking assistive devices, etc., and they will also be provided the wheelchairs and walking sticks, etc., and this is only to the BPL category. So when the questions are asked on the schemes related topics, they will put you, this is for all the old age population. It is not for all the old age population, it is for only the BPL, below poverty line category population. You know what is below poverty line. So below poverty line is all those people who are consuming more than 2400 calories in the less than 2400 calories in the urban area or rural area, 2100 calories in the rural area. So this is how the BPL lines are constructed based on the calorie intake. So these BPL family, simply in rural areas, they will be categorized under the ration cards. I mean the cards that they will be given. White ration card people are below poverty line, simple. So all those people who are holding the white card are generally treated as the BPL, below poverty line population. So this scheme is really directly related to the BPL population. So these are the two schemes, and the third scheme is this. The third scheme is Indira Gandhi old age pension scheme. Indira Gandhi old age pension scheme. This scheme is under the Ministry of Rural Development. So that is the difference, Ministry of Rural Development, and this scheme is also supported by National Social Assistance Program. National Social Assistance Program, and this scheme supports the poor households. Again the BPL. So to more than 60 years of age population, they will be given 2200 rupees per month from 60 to 79 years. For 80 plus years, they will be providing 500 rupees per month, 80 and above. So simple, this scheme is very simple to understand. If you see the technicalities, Indira Gandhi old age pension scheme. So this scheme started by the central government, Ministry of Rural Development. So Ministry of Rural Development is the nodal ministry for Panchayat Raj and rural development in the context of India. You all know that Ministry of Rural Development is one of the biggest ministry, with lot of funds. So this Ministry of Rural Development started a scheme called Indira Gandhi Old Age Pension Scheme, IGOAP, Indira Gandhi Old Age Pension Scheme, and this scheme is supervised by Ministry of Rural Development, and this scheme is also supported by National Social Assistance Program. So this is one key point that we have to remember here. National Social Assistance Program also supports the scheme of this old age pension scheme, and it is for the poor households. Poor households means again the BPL category, below poverty line category. So this scheme is given to the poor households. Simple, this scheme will give money, this scheme will give pension to the old age population. So to 60 to 79 years age population, they will be given 200 rupees, and from 80 plus years, they will be provided with 500 rupees per month. So just like Asara pension schemes that we have in Telangana and Cheyuta scheme in Andhra Pradesh. So these schemes which are giving pension to the old age people. Now in Telangana, our people are getting more than 2000 rupees per month, the old age population, BPL category old age population. So this scheme is also related to the old age pensions in the context of India. So this Indira Gandhi old age pension scheme, and the next scheme is we will write here, fourth scheme. The fourth scheme is Varishta Pension Bima Yojana, VPBY, Varishta Pension Bima Yojana. It started in 2003, Ministry of Finance, and it got reshuffled in 2014. This scheme will give pension. So simply this Varishta Pension Bima Yojana, VPBY, is also trying to provide with the pension to the old age population, and this scheme actually started by Ministry of Finance. So simple difference between Indira Gandhi old age pension scheme and Varishta Pension Yojana is, it is started by the Ministry of Rural Development, the other scheme is related to the Ministry of Finance directly, and this scheme got started in 2003, and the scheme already got reshuffled in 2014, and it will provide the pension to the people of the below poverty line. So fifth scheme is Pradhana Mantri Vyaya Vandana Yojana. This is a famous scheme, Pradhana Mantri Vyaya Vandana Yojana. So Pradhan Mantri Vyaya Vandana Yojana started in 2017, recent scheme started by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and this scheme is providing social assistance in old age. So what happens is, in this scheme, if you pay 1,50,000 rupees as an initial amount, you will get 1,000 rupees after 60 years, and if you pay 7,50,000 rupees, you will get the 5,000 rupees as pension. So this scheme is like you have to pay the premium amount when you are working, and the government will add money to this scheme, and they will provide with the pension at your older age. So pension is provided at the older age. So Pradhan Mantri Vyaya Vandana Yojana, it is like an LIC related scheme wherein you will pay the premium and some premium will be added by the government, and both of them put together they will give you the uh, pension after you attain the maturity age of 60 years. So this particular scheme is known as the Pradhana Mantri Vyaya Vandana Yojana, which is started in 2017. So 2017, very new scheme. This can be asked in the exam. So Pradhana Mantri Vyaya Vandana Yojana started in 2017. Social assistance in older age. So basically in this scheme 75% of the budget is borne by the central government and 25% is by the state government. See, this is a sharing scheme. So in this sharing scheme 75% is borne by the central government, 25% is borne by the state government, and if you have paid the premium of 1,50,000 rupees, you will get 1,000 rupees per month, and 7,50,000 you will get 5,000 rupees per month. That's how this scheme runs. So Pradhan Mantri Vyaya Vandana Yojana. So we also celebrate International Day for Older Age Persons. International Day for older persons. Older persons on October 1st. Remember, what is the National Anti-Trafficking Day, Anti-Human Trafficking Day? July 31st. So remember these days very importantly. So International Day for Older Persons is celebrated on October 1st, and there is a scheme related to this. The sixth scheme is Vayoshrestha Samman. Vayoshrestha Samman scheme. So under this scheme, old population and various institutions. So any person or any institution that worked for the welfare of the older population are given awards under this scheme. So whoever has worked for the development of the older age populations, so any person contributed for the old age population development, so these people will be given the awards in relation to the development of older population. So this Vayoshrestha Samman scheme, so you may be asked what this scheme is related to. Vayoshrestha Samman scheme దేని గురించి అని మిమ్మల్ని అడగొచ్చు. So remember, these are the schemes, various schemes that are related to the development of older population. So schemes are very important, as in because they may be asked in the exam. So to just revise, so the integrated program for older population, IPOP, the nodal ministry is Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment is also the nodal ministry for the development of older population in the country. So you may be asked under which ministry the old age population welfare will come into picture. So definitely it is the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So you don't get confused with the Ministry of Finance or Ministry of Rural Development. So Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment is the nodal ministry for this particular program, and the objective of this program is to improve the quality of life of older population, shelter, food, medical facilities and entertainment opportunities. And Rashtriya Vayoshree Yojana. So Rashtriya Vayoshree Yojana is most important scheme in all the schemes that we have discussed so far. In 2016, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has started this scheme, and this scheme is a central sector scheme. Central sector, we have seen the difference between a central sector scheme, state scheme, and also the integrated scheme. This scheme is funded by Senior Citizens Welfare Fund, and this scheme is assisting the old age population by giving them assistive devices like walking sticks, wheelchairs, stretchers, hearing impairment devices, and all these needed things to the old age population. And this scheme is supported by Artificial Limbs Manufacturing Corporation of India Limited, ALIMCO. This can be asked as a question, very high chances of this coming in the exam. So Artificial Limbs Manufacturing Corporation of India is the assisting, I mean the stakeholder of this particular scheme of Rashtriya Vayoshree Yojana. Very important for you. And next is Indira Gandhi Old Age Pension Scheme. So Indira Gandhi Old Age Pension Scheme comes under Ministry of Rural Development. So Ministry of Rural Development and National Social Assistance Program is also the nodal authority for this. And they will be giving pension to the poor households below poverty line population. 60 years population they will be given 200 rupees, and 80 plus years population 500 rupees. And Pradhan Mantri Vaya Vandana Yojana is also related to the pension scheme. When you pay the premium of 1,50,000 rupees before, you will get the 1,000 rupees as monthly pension, and if you pay 7,50,000 rupees premium, you will get 5,000 rupees every month. So pension, now the government has removed this old pension scheme. So old pension scheme remove ayanaka chaala mandi government employees also they don't have pension anymore. So what happened, they have started the other measures wherein you can save some money when you are working and get some amount in the older age as every month pension. So this Pradhan Mantri Vaya Vandana Yojana is related to the pension of the population who can save for the future, save for the retirement. So saving for retirement is very important for all the working age population. They feel that old age is very far away, but unfortunately old age will come very fast only. So if you save, if the persons who are working save for their retirement, they will not become the burden on the children, because the children also will be having their own career related issues every time. So old age people have to plan, the working age population have to plan for the old age. So if you see in the countries like Western countries, in USA, Europe and Australia, these countries, they will plan for the retirement very fastly. Some people get retired at the age of 45, 50. Early retirement is a trend now. So early retirement and world tours has become a trend now to the older age population of the world society. So our Indian society is still traditional, and we are based upon the cultural values and the traditions so far. So we have to at least plan for the older the pensions, at least for the retirement. So retirement planning is most important in the context of the Indian working age population. So retirement plans has to be planned. So this Pradhan Mantri Vaya Vandana Yojana is related to the old age pension scheme. And Varishta Pension Bima Yojana is also related to pension. It is started in 2003 by the central government and revamped in 2014. And Vayoshrestha Yojana is Vayoshrestha Samman scheme is celebrated, and the awards are given to the population who are contributing for the development of the old age population and the institutions also. It is not only given to the persons as in, it is also given to the institutions. So if at all any institution is working for the development of the old age population, that award is given, Vayoshrestha Samman. So for example, ALIMCO, Artificial Limbs Manufacturing Corporation of India, has got this award. So because these organizations are working for the development of the old age population. So if old age population are taken care by any particular person or any particular institution, this scheme will be given them awards. And very important for us is International Day for Older Population. International Day for Older Population is on 1st October 1st every year. So October 1st you have to remember, because it is International Day for Older Age Population. So this can be asked as a question also in the match the following. They may give you 3-4 important sections of the population. So International Day for Human Rights, International Day for Anti-Human Trafficking, International Day for Older Population, International Day for Youth Development. So like that they will give you various dates and they will ask you to match the following. So this can be important information to you. So October 1st every year is celebrated as the International Day for Older Population. So this is how it is celebrated. So, these are the various schemes that are there on the older population development in the context of India. So far we have seen who are the aged population, who are the super senior citizens, who are the senior citizens, what are the various issues faced by the older age population, and also we have discussed about what are the various schemes related to the old age population. So next, in the coming few minutes, we will look into the articles or the constitutional provisions related to the older age population, the contribution, the importance of old age population in the country, how old age population as an important subsection of the population will be helpful for the society, as in society at large. So how their role is very important, very prominent in the societal development. We will look into that aspect also in the coming few minutes, and also we will look into the measures to be taken, how important these measures are for the older age population, their development. So what are the various issues, problems that we have discussed so far? We already have some schemes, and we will also look at the way forward, what should be done in the future for the development of older age population, which is very important. So these schemes, taking from the exam perspective, the schemes are more important because it is already noticed that in many competitive exams, schemes are asked always. So Rashtriya Vayosri Yojana, Indira Gandhi Old Age Pension Scheme, Pradhan Mantri Vaya Vandana Yojana, all the schemes, please try to remember scheme, launch year, ministry, which ministry, what is the objective of the scheme, who are the beneficiaries, and any amount that is given related to that scheme. For example, in the Vaya Vandana Yojana, they will give 1000 rupees per month and 5000 rupees. Like this, if there is any amount that is related to the scheme also, please remember, because many times they will trick you with the numbers. So they will give one number saying that they will get 10,000 rupees pension, like that. So if you know the correct number, then only you will be able to put that as correct. So this is how we conclude the schemes topic. Okay.